So,
All right, Gary, we're back for part two. We'll give our preseason rankings here.
yeah, we'll start at the bottom and go to the top of who we think is going to be winning this league and getting another ring, or maybe their first ring. I don't know. That could be a surprise team.
Yeah, it's a long season, so we'll see. So I've got rankings from 12 to 1, so I'll start at 12 and then tell me if you agree and what tier you've got these teams in. So the first team I have, the 12th team in the fantasy league, I've got RO.
Wow. Well, I got him as a playoff contender just with those three. It'll be an up and down season, but I think he's a 6, 7, 8 team somewhere in there.
Yeah, I just felt like he was. I do like his top three, but I just didn't know if there was enough on the rest of the roster. So, especially with the quarterback situation. So that's why I've got RO there down at 12. But if those three guys blow up all at the same time, he can definitely win some weeks. So number 11, I've got Taylor.
I have Taylor missing the playoffs as well. He'd probably be my 11 or 12 if I was doing a ranking like that.
Okay. Number 10, I've got Shmee.
Damn, we're way off on Shmi. I think he's a contender for the championship.
Really?
Same three as last year. I mean, he added Josh Allen and it worked out. And I think when I was going through it, I really liked his team. But as we kind of went through the others, I can kind of he's probably not the championship contender, but I definitely think he's got a top 4 team.
Okay. Well, same similar deal to RO. It's and the same with Taylor. Really, all these stars and scrubs team. I thought their stars are great, but the scrubs are too scrubtastic for them to rank much higher. And so that's the theme running through my first 3 teams there. So, all right, number 9, I've got Wes.
Nice. I have West just missing the playoffs. Of the 4 missing playoff teams I have West as the top one.
Okay. All right. Number 8, I've got Scales.
I have Scales just missing the playoffs.
Okay, so we agree there. Number 7, I've got Jerry.
Yeah, I have myself as a playoff contender, fighting probably for one of those last spots. Just like every year. I missed it by 2 points last year, so.
Yeah, I think if you do trade a quarterback, you can improve your standing. So we'll see. Number 6, I've got Mays.
Nice. I had him as missing the playoffs, but I think he'd be ecstatic to be in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, I think he did a good job assembling his squad, especially after he spent so much on Taylor. I thought he kind of recovered well from that. So number 5, I've got Bryson.
I have Bryson as a playoff contender. I actually think I saw him in that same spot, 5 or 6, something like that.
Yep, I think again, kind of just a solid squad. But I think he's got just a little bit more risk associated with his squad than some of the ones that I've got ranked above him. So number 4, I've got myself.
Just with your pedigree, I have you as a championship contender in that. I have you in that bracket.
Okay. Yeah, I think Mahomes and I've been rolling with him the last few years, and so between Mahomes and then if McCaffrey and Saquon can stay healthy, I think I'll be competitive most weeks. Number 3, I've got CB.
I have him as a contender as well.
So just solid, good job drafting there, and put together a good wide receiver core, some decent running backs. So I think it's going to come down to Joe Burrow for him. Number 2, I've got Nels.
I
I
don't know
really
why
like.
I was more down on Nels's team. I have him as a playoff contender. I think I saw him in that 4 or 5 range. I'll have to look at his team again, but
Yeah,
I think we both agree he's making the playoffs.
I just don't really see any weak spots on his team. So, and he's got some star power. I really am high on Kyler this year, and I think Henry's gonna bounce back after his injury. So, I really like Muss's team. So,
I'm surprised you're high on Kyler with his receivers and, Hopkins missing the first 6 weeks.
no, it's wide open and wide open offense, and Kyler's a phenomenal talent. So I'm not too worried about it. So, then last, not least, I've got Jack as my number one team right off the draft.
Me
And
as well.
that's in spite of I'm not a huge fan of his running backs, but I think he's got just such a great stack with Herbert and the Charger receivers, and um, the running backs are going to be decent that he does have, and I think he's got a lot of upside there with Pollard and Kareem Hunt. So I just I couldn't not put Jack number one to start the year.
Yeah, I'm really high on Lazard. I think Judy can be really good as a deep threat with Russ, and he's got those guys on his bench. And as long as the Chargers and whatever that Brandon Staley, if they
Mm-hmm.
do, you know, 3/4 of what they did last year on offense, he's gonna run away with this because he's got their main skill players. And yeah, it's crazy. The first team in the standings we just went over, happened to be the team we liked the best. So that's
Mm-hmm.
way to go, Jack. You sat there for so long with spending no money and watching all the good running backs go by, and I think Jack delivered a great team.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, that
He
kind of
didn't.
wraps. Go ahead.
I was gonna say he didn't make his first purchase until the 42nd player.
That's insane.
So yeah,
That's awesome. How'd you even find that out? Is that on Yahoo?
yeah. I'm on the Yahoo app on my phone, and it's got a pick number, so you can
Okay.
see they were like nomination. So he bought 42, 44, 45, 46. So he went heavy there just real quick.
Awesome.
So
Well, I think that wraps up our post-draft preseason podcast for the FL League. I think if everyone's available, try and maybe get something together next Thursday, Friday for week 1. It'd be great to get it in on Thursday before the first game, but understand if not. It's coming up next week. We'll have to break down the matchups of who we think is going to win, and should be fun starting the season. I can't wait till next Friday, and then we got college football and NFL football. So
that's right. Yeah, it should be fun. So well, Jerry, it was good to see you, man.
good to see you. Thanks for hopping on, and I'll send this out as soon as I get it ready. Thanks, everybody. Good luck.
Thanks, everyone.
Peace.
Bye.